EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Check, 55 to mine. I don't think you got it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Ready?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check. Strip that ball.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On second down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Try something different.
Ready. Yellow lady. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready. 5-9. 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted.
Man will beat and you throw the ball way back
great.
up.
The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I'm trying to dead his nigga ass out, man.
Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley.
Damn, I fucked that up.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Ready. 47. Check. 47. Me and you all day. 22.
Now it's Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ready, blue 80. 25. 20.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready, blue 80.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Switch it, come here, switch it. Back.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
First and goal.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hello.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Ready, little lady. Check 55.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let him know.
Again, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Oh, that big,
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Breeze. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah, let him run.
Picked off inside the 5.
So what?
Through an opening, and there he goes.
Yeah, they did.
30. 10.
He threw the flag before I hiked the ball. He threw the flag before I hiked the ball.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Man. Don't just leave the damn time off.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission.
They were going to have to let me do something. They were going to have to let me run a play.
Standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. To throw is Ryan. Oh, able to avoid him. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On second and 11 now. Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Man, come on,
and
man.
they're working across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
First down,
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on second and 8. Ryan caught by Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
21. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Bryant is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? 95-56. Here we go. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready? Yellow lady. 57 to mine. I got one.
Now Breeze on the bootleg.
Oh,
Under
man.
a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, shit, I got a
Vic
front
Beasley,
stop.
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Give me a pin, Chris. A pin, I need to get on this conference call.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will
Hold on,
switch
just one
ends
second,
as the
let me
third
get on
quarter
there.
has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Hold on, I just need to damn. All I got to do is call in. Where your phone at? Let me see your phone. I just need to type the number in.
Do you still need a pen?
Uh-uh.
Welcome to Open Voice Audio Services.
Hold on.
Please enter your conference room number by the pound or hash sign.
You hit the button. Yeah, I hit the button.
Incorrect conference room number. You entered 256308663. Please re-enter your conference room number, followed by...
Man, what is 265? 265 is the damn.
Accepted. If you are the organizer, press the star key now. Otherwise, please hold.
Here you go.
Please record your name after the beep, followed by the pound or hash sign. For a menu of available commands, press star 1. There are 40 participants in the conference.
Well, Fisherman is with 1561 is here too.
And let's see, Cayuga, Indiana, or the Newport Mill.
Man, I'm ready, Sharon.
Franklin.
On EA Sports.
Yeah, Franklin's here.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
378 here.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Anyone from Duvern, North Carolina?
Jim Middle's staff, but I'll get up with the locals if I can get them
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1458 here.
Eaglewood.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From 618, Gallon and Fred just talked to him. 1080, fight up on this scenario. His intentions are to try to get on as soon as he can.
Check 24.
Okay, that's
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So that's really how this conversation has started. I think it's safe to say that there's a lot of uncertainty in the economy right now, both in overall and in our industry.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, right now in the industry,
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
does mean less product that's going to be in demand. So when we look at the uncoated free sheet side, we're looking at whether or not schools are going to stay open in the fall. We certainly hope that they do. Whether or not people are going to
about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So we're trying to be proactive. We're trying to think about this in a way, like I said before, that's strategic. And as you all know,
so it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. A gain of 6 there on first.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I do want to say that
Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the ball snapped down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage with that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan. And it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot,
he's got him in, complete.
What the?
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team.
No, I'm saying the bitch was stood there.
And throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get